Praise and criticism frequently occur in communication, whether in work, family, or social relationships. However, not everyone knows how to give praise and criticism effectively. Your compliments or critiques can help strengthen relationships, but can also make them worse. So, how can praise and criticism provide positive value, helping the other person feel respected and recognize issues without feeling hurt? In this episode, we will analyze this issue through the book Passing Judgment by author Terry Apter. In daily communication, some people excel at giving praise or criticism. They can make the listener feel comfortable and encouraged. In contrast, some individuals can come across as insincere when they compliment others, or their criticism can make the listener uncomfortable or even angry. Therefore, understanding how to praise and criticize not only benefits others, but also brings advantages to yourself. The instinct to recognize praise and criticism. There is a little-known fact that humans have the ability to recognize praise and criticism from a very young age. This ability is referred to as intuitive mind, which helps us perceive and understand the emotions and thoughts of others through actions and words. For example, a 2-month-old baby may smile when they see an adult smiling at them because they sense friendliness from the other person. Psychologists have discovered that praise plays a crucial role in brain development in young children. When parents praise their children, hormones like oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and endorphins, the feel-good hormone, are produced. These hormones help promote the connection between neurons, thereby facilitating stronger brain development in children. Studies show that children who frequently receive praise from a young age tend to have more skills and quicker reflexes compared to those who do not receive encouragement. However, this does not mean that the more praise, the better. Uncontrolled and blind praise can have adverse effects. In many cases, misplaced compliments can cause children to feel pressure and anxiety. For example, a girl named May cried when her grandmother praised her for doing very well on her homework, even though she recognized that her work was not truly perfect. This shows that praise must be sincere and appropriate to the context in order to have a positive effect. Inappropriate praise can be harmful. One of the famous studies on the effects of praise is the Rosenthal effect. Researchers randomly selected a group of elementary school students and informed the teachers that these students had very high IQs. As a result, the teachers frequently praised them, and over time, the academic performance of these students improved significantly. However, recent studies have shown that blind and insincere praise can cause children to feel anxious and distracted. For example, when 7-year-old Shin was praised by his mother for the beautiful clay sculpture he had just made, he became angry and tore his artwork apart. He knew that he had only put in minimal effort and had not invested much care into it. But his mother's praise made him feel pressured, as if he were being forced to do better. This case illustrates that insincere praise can backfire, causing the recipient to feel uncomfortable or undervalued. Praise is not simply about saying nice things. It requires nuance and a proper understanding of the situation. If you praise someone superficially or excessively, the recipient may easily notice and feel belittled. In many cases, they may even think you are being insincere or intentionally trying to make them uncomfortable. How to give effective praise. Praise is not just about making positive comments on outcomes. It is also about acknowledging effort and boosting morale. An effective compliment should focus on 3 key elements: sincerity, specificity, and emphasis on effort or process rather than just results. Sincerity. This is the core element of any compliment. When you praise someone, they can easily recognize your sincerity through your tone of voice, body language, and approach. A sincere compliment helps build trust and strengthen relationships. Specificity. Instead of just saying generic phrases like, "You did a great job," you should make your praise specific by pointing out what you found excellent about them. For example, "I was very impressed with how you handled the situation during today's presentation. You maintained your calm and logical thinking throughout the discussion." Focus on effort. Rather than just praising the final outcome, you should commend the effort the person put in. This encourages them to keep trying and feel proud of their process. For example, I can see that you worked really hard on practicing for this speech, and that truly made a difference. How to criticize effectively. In contrast to praise, criticism often causes discomfort and can easily lead to conflict if not done correctly. Criticism is not just about pointing out mistakes, it should also help the listener recognize issues and find ways to improve. It is important to make them feel respected, not criticized or hurt. There are 3 main principles for effective criticism. Focus on behavior. Do not criticize the person and provide solutions. Focus on behavior, not the individual. When criticizing, you should concentrate on specific behaviors that the person can change, rather than attacking their qualities or character. For example, instead of saying, "You are always irresponsible," say, "I noticed you didn't complete the report on time, and this affected the progress of the entire team." Provide constructive feedback. After pointing out the issue, you should offer specific suggestions for improvement. For example, next time I think you should plan ahead to avoid getting overwhelmed at the last minute. Maintain a gentle and non-defensive tone. Your tone and attitude are very important when criticizing. You should keep your tone gentle and avoid harsh criticism. This will help the listener accept the criticism more easily and not feel personally attacked. The balance between praise and criticism. The balance between praise and criticism is a key factor in maintaining healthy relationships and personal growth. Excessive praise can diminish the value of compliments, making the recipient complacent, reliant, and unmotivated to strive for improvement. Conversely, excessive criticism can lead to feelings of being judged, harm self-esteem, and create dissatisfaction and stress in relationships. To maintain this balance, subtlety and flexibility in communication are essential. Praise is a way to encourage and honor the efforts and achievements of others, but it is important to ensure that compliments are sincere and contextually appropriate. A timely compliment not only helps the recipient feel more confident, but also encourages them to leverage their strengths. Similarly, criticism is necessary to help others recognize weaknesses and improve. However, for criticism to be truly constructive, it must be presented gently and supportively. Instead of focusing on mistakes, it is better to offer solution-oriented suggestions to help the recipient know how to improve. A useful strategy for maintaining balance is the sandwich method. This involves combining praise and criticism, starting with a compliment, followed by constructive criticism, and concluding with encouragement. This method helps alleviate the stress of criticism while still providing motivation and support. Additionally, the timing and frequency of praise and criticism are very important. Praise should be given when there are efforts and results that deserve recognition, while criticism should be expressed immediately upon discovering a mistake to avoid accumulation and escalation of issues. The psychological effects of praise and criticism in communication. Praise and criticism not only influence people's outward behavior, but also have a profound impact on their psychology. When we receive praise, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of happiness and satisfaction. This not only boosts our spirit and confidence, but also encourages us to continue engaging in positive actions in the future. According to psychologists, recognition from others is one of the key factors that help reinforce self-esteem and personal motivation. Praise is not only an acknowledgement of achievements, but also a source of inspiration for the recipient to strive harder. Research has shown that when we feel valued, we tend to enhance our dedication and feel satisfied with our work or relationships. Conversely, criticism can trigger the fight or flight response in our bodies. When criticized, we often feel threatened or attacked, leading to defensiveness or even rebellion. This can create a stressful mindset and diminish performance, especially if the criticism is not constructive or is expressed too harshly. However, not all criticism generates negative feelings. When presented respectfully and reasonably, criticism can serve as a motivating force for growth. Instead of feeling criticized, the recipient may view it as an opportunity to learn and improve. This is particularly true in professional environments, where constructive feedback is seen as a crucial element for achieving progress. Therefore, the psychological effects of praise and criticism greatly depend on how they are conveyed. A sincere, timely compliment can create a strong sense of pride and motivation. In contrast, constructive criticism delivered with respect can help the recipient reassess their mistakes without feeling hurt or losing confidence. The importance of context and expression in praise and criticism. Not only is the content of praise or criticism important, but the context and manner of expression also play a crucial role. For example, praising someone in a large meeting can have a more positive effect than doing so privately. This not only helps the recipient feel proud, but also creates a positive working atmosphere that encourages the spirits of those around. Conversely, criticism should be conducted discreetly to avoid embarrassing others in front of a crowd. Private criticism, accompanied by encouragement and sincere advice, helps the listener feel respected and more receptive. Additionally, the choice of words and tone when delivering criticism is vital. A criticism that uses gentle, respectful language aimed at improvement will minimize confrontation and defensive reactions from the listener. Moreover, timing and situation are determining factors in the effectiveness of praise or criticism. Praising someone immediately after achieving a small success will yield better results than waiting a long time to offer praise. When it comes to criticism, it's best to wait until emotions have settled, avoiding moments when both parties are in a state of tension or discomfort. Strategies for effective praise and criticism. To make praise and criticism effective, sincerity is not the only requirement. A suitable strategy is also essential. Here are some suggestions to help you do this better in everyday life. Effective praise 1. Be specific in your praise. Instead of making general comments, focus on a particular action or result that the person has achieved. For instance, instead of saying, "You did great," you might say, "Your presentation was very clear and well-structured. I was truly impressed by how you conveyed the information." 2. Be sincere and natural. Praise only holds value when it comes from genuine feelings. If you praise just to flatter or without sincerity, the recipient may easily sense it and feel uncomfortable. 3. Timely and appropriate. Offering praise at the right moment can create a better effect. Choose moments when your praise can help the recipient feel confident and appreciated. Effective criticism 1. Focus on constructive criticism. When criticizing, always aim to help others improve. Don't just focus on the mistakes, suggest specific solutions for how they can improve. 2. Avoid using offensive language. Words carry great power, so choose your language carefully when criticizing. Avoid heavy or insulting terms, as this only makes the listener feel hurt and less receptive. 3. Emphasize respect. When criticizing, always remember to maintain respect for the other person. This not only creates a positive communication environment, but also increases the likelihood that they will listen to and accept your feedback. 4. Use the sandwich method. This method is commonly used in communication to minimize the negativity of criticism. By starting with a compliment, followed by constructive criticism, and ending with encouragement, you can help the listener accept and improve more easily. Long-term effects of praise and criticism. Praise and criticism not only affect a person's immediate behavior, but also have long-term impacts on their personal development and social relationships. A person who frequently receives praise may become more confident, feel that their self-worth is recognized, and subsequently develop better social communication skills. Conversely, a person who is often subjected to negative criticism may lose confidence, become anxious, and feel isolated. In the workplace, employees who regularly receive praise tend to have a more positive outlook, higher motivation, and improved creativity. In contrast, employees who are frequently criticized without any encouragement may feel discouraged, lose motivation, and experience a decline in their work performance. In personal relationships, knowing how to appropriately praise and criticize can help maintain strong and lasting connections. On the other hand, relationships that lack praise or experience excessive criticism often lead to conflict and breakdown. Praise and criticism are two essential elements in daily communication. They not only help create positive relationships, but also contribute to personal and collective development. However, for praise and criticism to be truly effective, we need to learn how to use them correctly, sincerely, and delicately. The most important lesson from praise and criticism is respect and understanding for others. When you know how to give praise at the right moment and in the right manner, you help others feel recognized and encourage their growth. When you know how to provide constructive and gentle criticism, you help others reassess their behavior without hurting their self-esteem. From praise and criticism in families, friendships, and romantic relationships to the workplace, every relationship requires a balance between these two elements. Understanding and applying them correctly will help us build a healthy communication environment where everyone can develop, understand, and support each other. Therefore, let's turn praise and criticism into useful communication tools in your life, helping you not only build positive relationships, but also achieve comprehensive personal growth. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit from it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to catch my latest videos.